Namaskar everyone. I am Dr. G.K. Adit Kachinath, the founder of EP System of Astrology. In this video, I would like to just brief about the difference between Vedic system and KP system and EP system of astrology. EP system of astrology is nothing but the comprehensive system in which we take Vedic system and KP and interlinks and other points which are not available in other systems, and it has got its own principles and method of analysis, everything. So normally, just let me brief. In Vedic system, what normally we do in that is the basic source. So that Vedic system is the fundamental. Without that, no KP, no EPS, or any other system. So in Vedic system, what we take a planet. To know the signification of a planet, we take a planet and what is the ownership of that planet and where it is occupying and in which nakshatra it is traveling, and that nakshatra ownership of which house and where it is occupying, we take that. So this is the basic that's called, we can say, stellar astrology. That is a normal our Vedic system, and apart from that, we take including Navamsha. Then we take many divisional charts, and we follow Vimsotri Dasa system for the prediction point of view. In KP, what we do, like Vedic system only, same planet and a star lord, that is nakshatra and nakshatra, it is traveling and ownership and occupying house. Apart from that, the planet which is traveling in subdivision of the nakshatra, so that we take it. So it is not just all nakshatra what it signifies alone, we are not considering, and we are considering the what the subdivision of the nakshatra. It means a planet is traveling in the nakshatra, in which division, which degree it is traveling, that is the one which is going to decide what nakshatra is giving. It is nothing but in Vedic we take moon. Moon is in the nakshatra, that is, we call it as Dasa Lord at the time of birth, and which subdivision of the nakshatra, that is called Bugdi Lord, we take. So the same, that formula we follow in KP. For all the planets, each planet will be traveling in a particular star and nakshatra and subdivision of the nakshatra. So we call it as the subdivision, we call it as the sublord. Like for moon, we call it as Bugdi Lord. For the other planets, we call it as sublord. The same rule is being applicable, or same method of division is following for all the 9 planets, not only for the moon. That is called KP system. Similarly, not only the planets, all the cusps, that is starting degree of a house from Lagna to 12 houses, they will be following in a particular sign, particular nakshatra. Correct? So, like in Vedic, what we do, we take Lagna in which sign and which nakshatra it is traveling. Normally, we consider, we are not considering giving importance to the remaining houses in which nakshatra it is falling. But in KP is equal to all the planets. We take all the 12 houses, starting degree we take in the KP. Starting degree of all 12 houses are falling in which sign, which nakshatra, like planets. And within that nakshatra, for example, each nakshatra will be running for about 45 minutes approximately. So that within that 45 minutes, in which that each cusp is falling in which subdivision of the nakshatra as per the degree, so that is also we consider. So in KP, each cusp, starting degree of the house is called cusp. All the 12 houses will be in a particular sign, particular star, particular subdivision of the star. Like all the 9 planets, each planet will be a particular sign, particular star, particular subdivision. So that is called, star lord. We are calling as the star lord. The nakshatra is called as star lord, and book that sublord is, we call it as the subdivision of the nakshatra. We call it as the sublord. That is called Bugdi Lord. We can say that. So all 9 planets are being considered or analyzed by way of in which sign it is falling, which star it is falling, which subdivision it is falling. Similarly, all 12 houses also will be in a particular sign, particular star, and particular sublord. So this way we are considering in the KP. So in Vedic, we call only Kaspal Lordship where it is occupying, and then with Nakshatra it is falling. So the same, that only two things we are taking. But in the KP, we take each planet in which Nakshatra, and within that Nakshatra, which subdivision it is ruling. So we take that. So the same thing we are following in EPS also, the same way only what we are following in KP. But the significations are finding the houses are extended. It means in in KP we take each planet's cuspal lordship and occupying house. That's all we stop. But that planet, it is star lord for any houses, or that means any cusp may be falling in the nakshatra of the particular planet. So that planet will get the star lord ownership of the particular house. That we take it, and that planet can be subdivision for particular house. It means a planet not only owner for a house as a cuspal lordship or a sign lord of that particular cusp where it is falling, but also that planet can be star lord for some houses and sublord for some houses. So as each planet's significations are extended not only from cuspal lordship and occupying house, but also cuspal star lordship and cuspal sublordship also. So that way each planets are having the significations CL, Cuspal Lordship, occupying house, Cuspal Star Lordship, and Cuspal Sub Lordship. That way it has been extended. Apart from that, like we follow in our Vedic and even KP also, the planet which are all influencing these planets by way of sign lord, by way of conjunction, aspect, all these things are being included, are being taken into our EPS system, and more important to the sign and Rahu Ketu are given. And apart from that, it has got its own rules, like say that important factors, rulers link we are following, and importantly built connections we are considering. About all those things I will explain in subsequent videos. It means that in EPS system of astrology, we do the extended study of our KP system, wherein we do not, stick to only the cuspal lordship and occupy goes, but we take these extended signification of those planets. Because please understand, when the birth time is different, even few minutes difference also, each planet's cuspal lordship and occupying house will remain the same, but that planet's cuspal star lordship also can change. But the planet which is owning the cuspal sublord positions of which are the houses, that will change. So that is the one which is making each planet significations different. So unless and otherwise we follow that, for all the people who are all born within few minutes difference also with the same lagna, even in KP, will tend to give the similar results. That is the one that we are normally facing in KP also, the problem which we are facing. So but in EPS system we'll have all sort of solution to this, and we have to study in an extended way. So I hope you understand the importance of EPS system, and in next video I will explain something about some more points about this EPS system. Thank you so much for watching this video.